I got another video for y'all. This Love Island UK season 1, episode 19. Let's get into it. So, this episode, it started off with like some flirty banter between Jess and John and whatever Joshua. I'm about to say whatever that nigga's name is. Y'all know I don't be giving a fuck. Yeah, but they kind of both. I don't know what it is. This goes back to what I said about UK people kind of having like an ego or some sort of like pride because like they both were flirting. In my personal opinion, like from what I was watching, I low key was listening to music at the same time, so cool, whatever. But from what I was watching, it seemed like they was both flirting with each other. Like it didn't seem like one person was flirting with one person more than the other. Like they were both flirting with each other. Josh was flirting with her. Jess was also flirting with him. Like it wasn't one sided. But they both went and flirted with each other. And then when they went to their respective circles, they were both like, oh, like Jess pretty much made it seem like it was just him, and then Joshua did the same thing, and he was making it seem like it was just her. So then they all come together and then they argue, and Josh is like, oh, but you asked, like, when's the last time Naomi touched me? And you was saying that, like, you wanted to get together after we were done, if we were going to be done. She was like, no, I never said that. So they just had a big argument, which is like, if I'm Jess, it's kind of like, if you know that this is what he does, which this isn't the first time that he's done this, which has made it seem like you want him, regardless of if you do or not, which I think that she does. But like, if you know that he's gonna do this, why keep having conversations with him that go in the direction that you guys' conversations go in? If you know, like, it doesn't make sense to me. But cool, whatever. Um, that was that. Josh is in his head, or he is in his head. He's like, oh, the way that she looks at Louise. And I'm like, bro, please don't start this shit. Like, funny thing is, I don't even think he genuinely believes that like Naomi likes Louise or just like really sees something in Louise. I just think that this nigga is so paranoid that like with the way that everyone's been in his ear about her wanting Louise and her coming in here playing games, and like so many people have came in here and said shit, that I think now he's to the point where he's psyching himself out, or where he's paranoid and he's just like, you know what? Yeah, they're right. Like, because there's no way that you thought this now, but you didn't think this when it first got brought up to your attention. That's why I said I think he's just paranoid at this point. But I mean, I haven't really seen too much. Like, yeah, she took a selfie with him, but like the only thing that threw me for a loop is like when she was talking to Louise towards the end of the episode, and like Josh was over there, and she was like, could you imagine if I picked you and then Callie came in here? And then Josh was like, why is that even a thought? Which she's right. Why is that even a thought? Talking about picking Louise, and then Callie coming in here. Why are you even thinking about picking Louise if you never thought about picking Louise and it's always been me? So that was probably the only thing that she said that was like a red flag to me, or that threw me for a loop, or that threw me off. But aside from that, I really haven't seen anything too crazy. I mean, people, they're taking it from the angle of like she's always around him. But it's like, yeah, of course. I mean, all of y'all, anytime that she gets around anybody else, or she feels like she could trust somebody else, y'all always go and then, you know what I'm saying, turn against her, start a rumor, or like flip her words, or like, you know, go super like expound on her words or her talking points more than she even does. So it's like I understand her going, well, I really don't understand her going and talking to Louise, because that nigga is the same ilk and the same type of nigga as Jonathan, to where this nigga's a hoe too. So it's like I really don't get it, but I do get it. Like if she's gonna trust anybody or be cool with anybody in there, it is Louise. Everybody else to show that they really don't fuck with her, that they really is plotting on her or feel a way about her. So it's like it kind of makes sense. Cool, whatever. That's that. It's time for them to go on a date. The new people, Callie and Travis, are about to go on a date. Callie, of course, chooses Louise to, settle whatever the fuck they have going on. And then Travis was like, oh, it's a tough decision. Like, I don't know if Travis, stop it. Talking about some, oh, yeah, he asked Jess out. Jess was like, hey, I think I'm good with Max, and like with what's going on in the house, I don't want to, you know, just have that happen and then go on a date. Like this is just starting shit. And Travis was like, man, I thought she fancied me. Well, she didn't say she didn't fancy you. It's just a lot going on right now. It's just the timing. Like she's already low key getting attacked in the house, and people are already feeling a way about her, that she's not taking Max seriously. She still wants Josh, or kind of does, I don't know, want Josh. So then you add on you to the fact, you add on you to the problem and factor you in and make you a component. And it's just like, it's a lot going on right now, my nigga. It's so much going on. So that's that. Um, so yeah, Travis had asked Jess first, and Jess was like, no. So then he went and asked Lauren, and then Lauren, got put on the game, got hit by, of course, Jonathan, because who else? It gets put. Look at you. Well, Jess, yeah, I didn't just say something after Jonathan. I feel like I just remember a scene where Jonathan said something. I think Jonathan was the first to say something, and he said, "Go ask Jess." But it's Jonathan, so he does weird ass shit like that. So cool, whatever. Um, so Jonathan was like, he goes and he's like, yeah, you asked Jess, like who he asked out first, like he asked her out first, whatever. So she goes, she asks Jess, and finds out that Lauren is second best. So when they go on the date, before the date even starts, she's like, oh, well, I'm second best, eh? And he's like, no, you're not second best. And he starts stuttering. So she was like, who did you ask first? He's like, you. It's like, see, already red flag. Niggas are already lying, and you don't even have an obligation to me, and you're already lying. This is why I say, when y'all be like, oh, there's no sign. No, the signs are there. They're probably to a minuscule level. It's not as deep. But this is a sign. This is already a red flag. Why are you lying, and you don't even have obligation to me in order to be lying? And then you're lying about stuff that's like, nobody even cares what you lied about. You're lying about picking Jess before me, as if me and Jess didn't already have this conversation, as if we can't go have this conversation to figure out that you picked her first. That's why I said, not only are you lying, but you're a bad liar, and you're lying over nothing. She was like, oh, I'm second best, eh? He's like, no, I picked Jess. It's like, oh my goodness, fellas, notepad. Get out your notepad. When women ask you a question, 10 times out of 10, they already know the answer. They want to hear it from your mouth. They want to hear it from the horse's mouth. But 10 times out of 10, they already know what it is. They already know what it is. Please, just don't even waste that lie, gang. Just save that lie in your pocket. Save it for somebody else. Don't save it for her. It's not going to work. So yeah, that was that. And shit, I mean, that was pretty much the end. Too much else didn't really happen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, catch up.